Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT.
Audio bandwidth for the Daily Giz Wiz is provided by AOL Music and Spinner.com, where you can get free MP3s, exclusive interviews, and more. Video bandwidth for the Daily Giz Wiz is provided by CashFly at CACHEFLY.com. It's time for the Daily Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1052 for Tuesday, March 23rd, 2010, the LiveU live stream.
And now, get ready for Dick.
Hey, it's Dick DeBartolo, Mad's maddest writer, and the Giz Wiz. It gets a little disappointing week after week because Leo's finding really kind of good stuff on Turn the Table Tuesday.
Leo looks under his desk to find some crap to share. Dick says the sport go away. It's Turn the Table Tuesday.
How are you, Dickie D? Good to see you.
Buddy. I
What's
hear
up?
you have something almost good again.
Yes, it's delicious Amano chocolate. Madagascar chocolate, handcrafted from the world's finest chocolate markets.
Okay, and I see the scale has gone up another 2 pounds.
Oh, man. It's just a little one. That's good. Dark chocolate, isn't that supposed to be good for you?
It is supposed to be very good for you. Not for your weight, but good for you. You get no free ride when it comes to things that are tasty.
So this is, we were at South by Southwest last week.
Yes.
Big computer conference in Austin, Texas. And we decided that we had done a variety of different ways to cover conferences. You know, we spent, $40,000 at CES, the Consumer Electronics Show, to do, great wall-to-wall coverage.
Yes, absolutely.
And it was a lot of fun. But Colleen said, Leo, we spent a lot of money. You could probably have just gone by yourself with a camera and a live streaming unit and done the whole thing all alone. And I
Basically, she would like to stay home and do her own stuff.
She hated everybody.
Everybody.
It was miserable. It was the most grueling thing anybody had ever done. So they thought, why doesn't Leo do the grueling and we can stay home? So the next time a conference came up, South by Southwest in Austin, Texas, I thought, well, let me take Colleen up on this. Let's see what I can do. Because the thing that really actually was among the most popular that we did was when Kiki and I wandered around. You saw us at CES.
Yeah, I did.
We with a camera operator and stuff, streaming live. It was really, everybody loved it because that was kind of first-person coverage of CES.
Absolutely.
So our one of our streaming partners is Ustream.tv. You know Ustream very well, I'm sure. And you can see us on Ustream. They lent us something they called the Ustream LiveU, and this is it.
I'm going to play Nas's One Love.
I don't know what that was.
Okay.
Apparently, you get One Love when you visit the website. The LiveU is a computer. But it's a computer with a very specific design. Inside, it has not one, not two, not three, but 6 3G cards, 2 each from the big providers, AT&T, Sprint, and Verizon. And it does some magic where it bonds those 6 cards together to give you one reliable, consistent, big, fat pipe to the outside world.
Wow.
Now, you'll notice on this box, the LiveU box, it has connections for video and FireWire and USB and Ethernet too. So what we did is we connected via FireWire a Canon HV20 camcorder. I wore this thing on my back. In fact, I have it right here if you want to see it.
I'd like to see how big that unit is.
This is
Oh my God!
Oh
my
This is
word!
the instrument of torture that I was wearing when I was crowd surfing. This is the LiveU unit from Ustream, and what's nice about this is, yeah, it's big and heavy, but basically I'm able to. It's like I can broadcast.
You're carrying a studio on your back.
It's a studio on your back. It hooks up to a camera and it streams out. You turn it on. I'll turn it on right here. And it's really boots up. It's just like a computer. This is kind of the fun part is You can hear it booting up. On the back of it, it's got a little monitor. People could actually look at my butt while I was walking around and see how much bandwidth I was using, how fast it was uploading, all of that stuff.
How much bandwidth does your butt use?
More than you'd think. That's one of the reasons I'm on a diet. But what we got which was amazing, is a rock solid connection to the internet. I mean, it was amazing. I don't know if you've watched our coverage, but
I have.
It dropped. The only times it dropped were when I, dropped it. I unplugged a cable by accident, or the batteries on the camera died, because this thing was just rock solid, robust.
Wow.
The connection never dropped below a megabit a second, which is more than enough to do high quality video. We added 2 battery packs to it so that we could go for well, let's see. Colleen estimated, we never did use up all the battery, all the juice, but Colleen estimated that we'd get an hour from the internal and an hour and a half from each of the batteries. So we had a total of 3-4 hours of streaming capability. Now, I never went for more than 3, so we never really tested how long that would last. But it was it worked really well for us.
So, Leo, people could rent this?
You cannot buy it. That's the interesting thing. The LiveU folks don't sell it. They lease it. You can lease it monthly, and it's actually fairly affordable. I can't remember what the price was. I'll have to ask Colleen. And of course, Ustream provided us the backpack, so thank you, Ustream. We just hooked up a regular consumer-grade camcorder on a monopod. That was all it really took for us to do it. And I had a big, as you mentioned, a Light Panels Micro Pro, which is a very nice light. In fact, it was so bright I never used it at full brightness, so it lasted a long time, because I would tune it depending on how bright or dark the environment was. And it just did a great job for us. I was very, very happy with it. The lease price includes the 6 3G connections, and as you know, those are about $60 a month each themselves. So if you had to buy the connections, you'd be talking $300 or $400. I'll find the price for this for you, but it was nice. It was wonderful of Ustream to lend it to us. We're really grateful. And I think probably we're going to get this for ourselves, because we have many more events we'd like to cover with this LiveU unit. Now, we didn't attach a super good camera to it, but you could totally attach a better camera to it. It supports high quality video up to D1, 30 frames a second. It uses standard 3G, which is available almost everywhere. It can go from 64 kilobits to 2 megabits, depending on how many 3G cards you attach. It's from Israel. It's made in Israel, where some of the best engineers are. So,
Leo, is there a website we can find?
Yeah, LiveU.tv.
LiveU.tv.
LiveU.tv. And I can't remember what the cost was, but it was surprisingly affordable. I think it was several $100 a month. But, I know this is probably, for most of for almost all of our audience, this is probably not something they're going to run out and buy. And you can't buy it or lease. But I think for internet broadcasters, this gives me the capability that a television station has $1 million satellite truck.
Yes, exactly. That is neat.
And it worked. I mean, I went on pedicab rides with this thing throughout Austin. It worked through crowd surfing. We didn't drop a frame in the crowd surfing. I mean, this thing really works. It's a really neat device. So it's kind of a different gadget. Not a gadget you're probably going to run out. You can't buy it, and probably not going to even run out and lease it. But it was a lot of fun, and it worked really, really well for us. We really enjoyed it. So let me power down. I don't know what operating system it's running. It looks like it's Linux. It's not a Windows operating system. And I wouldn't be surprised. Well, maybe it is Windows. I guess it is Windows. It kind of looks like I just saw a Windows dialog box. But it was very, very reliable, very robust.
Excellent.
The LiveU from LiveU.tv. And if you happen to be one of those people who's kind of, a broadcasting type, you might like it.
Here come the GizWiz letters now. Here come the Giz. I said the GizWiz letters now.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
And do you indeed have your own letter?
Well, I don't know if it's my own. You sent it along to me.
Oh, but this is play pretend.
Yeah.
Do you have your own letter?
I have my own letter. Well, you were mentioning it at the beginning of the show. We are now on YouTube. You can watch the Daily Giz Wiz at youtube.com/twit. So if you're interested in seeing what it looks like. All right, sorry, I just went to the site and so of course it started playing immediately. If you're interested in seeing what it looks like, you can just go to the Daily Giz Wiz channel on Twitter, and we got a lot of episodes. But did you know?
Yes.
Did you know that there is now closed captioning on YouTube?
No.
Yeah, it's got a closed captioning system in beta. And one of our intrepid correspondents, Jay York, turned it on just to see what would happen. Now, it's using automatic computerized assistance to get this thing done, which, of course, means that it's probably not going to work very well. I'll just give you an example. If you right at the beginning where it says the AOL Music, this is brought to you by AOL Music and Spinner.com, the translation is, "This is on the old man with the for daily gaze which has provided by a deal will music."
They got it precisely right.
I think Deal Will Music is AOL Music. I think the Daily Giz Wiz is
fun.
This is on the old man. I don't know.
That is so funny.
Isn't that funny? So
if you want a lot of laughs, watching a whole episode then should be a laugh riot.
Well, and you can do it. You could turn it on. If you'll notice if you watch the video, there's a little CC button, and you can have transcribe add audio.
That's for the Spanish audience, isn't it?
Transcribir audio.
The CC button.
And I'm going to turn it on here, and CC. And now you can see as the Giz Wiz. Hello, Goodman. Very well, very well. The yes of the talk of AA. We're talking cameras now. When I was a kid, I bought it.
Nice.
Yeah.
And they actually cleaned up our speech a little.
Every new concept in the camera and in the past. On Villages was 745. We did the APS cameras know the advanced photo system. You had one of those eyes only of a serious, then delegates is 6 not in the eye. Wait a minute, you know what? Let me turn on the audio.
Did you have one of those where the film was round?
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah, I do remember those.
It looked like a Viewmaster slide.
Right, exactly. So they translated translated that as it looked as you missed the slide exactly.
That's a
I think they have a little work to do still, Dick.
Yeah, just a touch.
But Jay,
I just hope the CIA is not using the same program to crack codes.
Did you or did you not, on December 7th, 1942, say it looked like as you missed the slide exactly?
Yes.
I believe you did.
Mm-hmm.
I have here in my hand proof positive.
The weapons of meatball desecration.
Jay says it also likes to say that grizzly man rather than the Giz Wiz. I'm not sure if this is a positive or negative thing. At least we can see you and Leo in action. I mean, we can't all wait until Leo's ball gives way again, but at least this time he will already have the video online. Thanks again for all the laughs, and hopefully the YouTube will approve with time. It looked like as you missed the slide exactly. Thank you, Jay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, and thank you once again to Ustream. Really was nice of them to let us use this device and stream South by Southwest. We have all sorts of plans. For instance, September, we're going to take this device to DragonCon, which is the big sci-fi and gaming and sci-fi convention in Atlanta on Labor Day weekend. And, you know, it struck me that to get in the spirit of DragonCon, everybody goes to DragonCon dressed as their favorite comic character or fantasy character. And I was thinking, as I was wearing this backpack and holding this monopod with the camera and the light on it, I thought, you know, I kind of look like Gandalf. So I want to have Colleen kind of customize it. So I have wizard's robe, wizard's hat, and the staff looks like a wizard's staff, and go around to, you know, DragonCon. And this way I'll be able to get into all the events and see all the people and videotape them secretly.
Nice. Yeah. And I have a gadget, not tomorrow, but on Thursday, that will fit in perfectly.
Excellent.
Perfectly.
Well, we'll see you then, Dick.
I'll be here.
DAILY. It's the Daily Giz Wiz. It's the Daily Giz Wiz. It's the Daily Giz Wiz.
It makes its own gravy.
Yeah.